Hi, it's Keisha coming back to you on my story podcast to give another testimony. You know, we're overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. The testimony I'm giving today is about idolatry. Um, in the past, I would be repping my zodiac sign and I would be, you know, I read previously before I knew, like when I was very young, how my zodiac sign was and what I was attracted to, and you know how how we did certain things and all that. And I just thought it was fun. And also I would be, so dedicated and consumed with how our zodiac sign was and what we liked and all that stuff. And when God brought me from out of my past, when He gave me revelation knowledge and allowed me to see how those things was a distraction and didn't serve a purpose in His kingdom, I was I was I was so grateful. Like in today's world, I've noticed, a lot of people, they're wearing like the evil eye, and they don't know that the evil eye is drawing evil eyes or evil spirits. So also with like good luck charms, elephants, and all type of stuff like superstition, and those are distractions. Those are things that's not of God. Um, and I was so sure, like I believe in God. I believe in God. But my zodiac sign was a God and I didn't know. So I just was like, when I came to and realized how confusing it made me, and that's why I couldn't really learn the word because I was so caught on by what culture was doing. And then when I like separated myself from people, I realized in the word it had nothing to do with zodiac signs, good luck, charms, and evil eyes, and sage, and like stones and crystals, and it's so many things that culture is like so occupied with that is a distraction and causes confusion. Yoga is like you're praising to another god, and I think a lot of times people just don't know. They just do what culture is doing, and they are misled. So for me to be able to come on this podcast and be able to advise and encourage people to get rid of those things because it's not serving God at all. Like it's, if anything, it's distracting you, confusing you, and keeping you in bondage with a lot of things that's not of God. And because I was in bondage, it was easy to confuse me with the things of this world. So the whole goal was to keep me distracted so I won't know whose I am. But once I found out whose I was, I looked at culture and what it tries to place on you and realized, like, wow, I have to tell other people because if they knew what they were doing, I'm quite sure they would not be caught up in it. Like all this good vibes and good energy, all of that is not of God. So I would advise and encourage you to read the word. You can start by downloading the app, the Bible app, and read the word each day, um, and just see like how God is communicating to each of us and making his presence known. Like a lot of times, the reason why that stuff was easy to consume is because I was always busy. I stayed busy. Like I couldn't really have much time alone. So like now, for me, I get a lot of alone time where I'm reading the word, worshiping, praising the Lord, and being in fellowship with fellow believers, people that are strong in Christ and that is very transparent with me and make me aware of certain things that I would have never probably learned unless I was placed in that environment. So my goal on this podcast is to be uh, encouragement to anyone that wants to know more about God because it is definitely a tool to to learn about God and see where you are in that word. When you learn about God, you'll see yourself in God, and then you'll walk with authority and power over things that used to consume you. But I am grateful every day, always willing to tell about the good news of God and how He has saved me and how I've overcome obstacles that tried to keep me in bondage. Now, now I can really smile and be at awe with where I've come from and who I've become and who I am going to be. Like, it is a privilege and definitely an honor to be able to say, He is good. So, if you are confused or don't understand something, try your best to read the word. If you find the word boring, then just ask God to guide you and give you knowledge of what His word is saying to you. He's very present and He knows who really wants Him and who does not. So a lot of people think they're having their best life because they're in the world doing all the stuff they want to do. But let me tell you, that's not freedom. Freedom is when you have the choice to do good or bad. And He says it in His word, choose ye this day whom ye will serve. Each day I wake up, I choose Him because I know He chose me long time ago. So I don't have to worry about walking in a way that is um not of Him because I'm choosing Him, I'm reading His word, I'm praying to Him, and I'm doing what's necessary to follow Him. So I would like to encourage you to read His word, pray more, and worship because you will be free in a way that I can't even explain. But trust me, it is worth it in the end, and the people around you will be able to see it and feel